Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about Pharrell Williams and all the people who are coming for his head for asking for donations. Now, Pharrell Williams put up a tweet, and in his tweet, he said that he wanted to get supplies and medical supplies, and he wanted people to help out with donations so that people can help the medical field who has a shortage of these supplies. Well, a lot of people looked at that and they're like, you're asking us for donations when you're a millionaire and you can simply donate money that you have, considering that most of America who are not millionaires, a lot of people are at risk of losing their jobs. They don't know what the future holds. So a lot of people felt some type of way about him asking people to donate these supplies, especially when for people like Pharrell, it would simply be a tax write-off anyways. So people were like, wouldn't this just be a simple tax write-off for you? Like, why are you asking us? Here is what people had to say in regards to him asking for donations.
We need to chat. Why the fuck are celebrities asking us for anything? Especially money right now. These motherfuckers living in multi-million-dollar homes, some of which look like whole community colleges, but you got the nerve to send a link for a GoFundMe talking about we're in this together. But how much did you donate, though? Where is your check? You made more last year than any of us have in our entire lives. We're literally... Are y'all dumb? Is that it? You're dumb. Another fucking thing. Where was all this concern when y'all were paying these special Beverly Hills doctors to get these COVID-19 tests when the rest of the country can't even ask for one unless they're nearly on their deathbeds? What about that? How are you getting tested and finding out that you're positive or you're not positive? And then posting about it, being like, oh, well, I guess I didn't get the corona, but everybody stay safe. No, bitch, that's not how it's supposed to work. And you gonna turn around and ask us for some money on top of it?
Now, this is just one reaction of the many that I'm about to show you next, but I agree with this guy in wondering what Pharrell himself donated. So I actually decided to click the link of this actual GoFundMe and see where they are at with their funding and which celebrities have donated to this and how much Pharrell himself has contributed to the pie. Now, when you go on over to the webpage, it says that this particular GoFundMe has made almost $4 million out of the $10 million goal that they have. And it shows, what it's for. It's for the first responders and everybody to get this masks, gowns, gloves, and other critical supplies that they need. And it shows, who it was started and everything like that, what the organizers are. And it shows people donating by the minute. So if you scroll over to the side right here, it shows like people constantly donating on the side. And then there is a tab to see all who donated. So once you see all who donated, you see people who are actively donating, by the minute. And then you have the option to see the top donors. So you would think somebody like Pharrell would be amongst the list of the top donors as he is sharing this fund. He's telling people to donate. And you would think that his name would be among the list of the people who have already given their contribution to kind of pay it forward to other people to do so as well. So as I glance at the list and I look at the list, the first person I see is Arnold Schwarzenegger, who gave $1 million. Then a person by the name of Paul Graham, $1 million. Anonymous, $250. Chris Sacca and Crystal English Sacca, $250,000. You have Gwyneth Paltrow, $100,000. And, just going on. And I'm looking through the list and I do not see a Pharrell Williams. I see a couple of anonymous, but I feel like if this was something that he wanted people to donate to, he would have been loud and proud in showing that whatever monies that he donated was from him. You even have the GoFundMe team who gave $25,000, and all they're basically doing is giving a cut from what they get from taking a percentage of the donations back into the pie. But hey, at least they even did something. And then I think I even seen Serena Williams' husband somewhere in here. I think I seen Alexis I've seen Serena. Yeah, okay. So Serena's husband, I believe this is him, Alexis Ohanian. He gave $10,000, and I'm looking all the way down to $5,000, and I just don't even see Pharrell's name. So I'm with the guy who's like, okay, well, you're telling us who are out of work, who not even working right now to donate, but it's like, what have you donated? Where is your donation money? And I mean, you know, Khalees had the whole situation where she accused Pharrell of not paying her, giving her a shitty contract. And it's like, shit, even pay into it with Khalees money that you owe her or something, you know? Like, where is your contribution? Because it's just simply not listed here amongst the people who have donated to this $3 million pie for these first responders and these things. And I will say, you know, I guess, you know, it's a nice gesture for him to spread the word. But if you're going to spread the word like that, it does beg the question, what contribution have you made when you're coming to people who are out of work, losing their job, being laid off, and you're asking them to donate money, and we have not seen what you have given. Now, with that being said, here is the rest of the people who had something to say about Pharrell asking for these donations. Okay, so as you can see, that is just a few reactions, and hopefully you were able to catch some. If not, go back, rewind the video, and just pause, read if you couldn't keep up with the scrolling. But that is a few people's reactions to him asking for donations of this GoFundMe. And as I showed you guys, I don't even see him among the list of people who donated unless he donated under $1,000. I didn't go under $1,000 because I feel like for Pharrell, I mean, $1,000 to that type of fund is like me giving $1 to it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even think I need to waste my time going down that far. So I want to know what you think about it. What do you think about Pharrell asking for donations and how people reacted to it, saying, listen, this is a measly tax write-off for you. You shouldn't even be asking us. A lot of us are out of work. A lot of us have life-changing situations that we have to deal with. And this is a life-changing situation for even the rich. But just as far as like financially, there are a lot of people burdened by it financially that are just average Americans, and people feeling like, you know, this is not the time for you to be asking people for anything when you can just rally up all your rich friends and get it done and get it handled. Now, I want to know also, in addition to what you feel about Pharrell, I want to know what you feel about how some of these celebrities are a little bit careless in their rhetoric as far as this virus goes. Now, it's pretty obvious that each and every one of our lives have been affected by this in a major way. The way we live on a day-to-day basis has been affected by the rich all the way down to the poor. Everybody, the way we shop to go get our groceries, the way we can't even get certain goods. I mean, our lives are heavily impacted by this. We're bored just like the celebrities are bored, but I just find it a little weird of how the celebrities are handling it as far as having these big platforms and some of the things that they say as if like they're the only ones being inconvenienced throughout this, and treating it like, you know, like Vanessa Hutchinson's, for example. She did a video and it kind of gave off the impression like, you know, can the people who are going to die just die already? So I can get back to my life. Like, that's kind of the impression that she gave. That's not the words that she said, but she was basically saying like, oh, well, people are going to die. Like, let them go ahead and die. They're going to die anyways, because she's like, it's inevitable that people are going to die, you know, just like, oh, well, you know, and it's just like, girl, what?
Yeah, till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But, like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Okay, so as you can see, you're like, okay, well, even if we all get it, like, okay, so what? Like, some people are going to die. Like, basically, like, girl, let me get back to my life because, you know, just let the people who going to die from it, and let me just do what I do. And that's kind of the implication that she gave. And I feel like that's very irresponsible for the platform that she has. And it makes a lot of the younger people who are oftentimes carriers of this, and the ones who are carrying it to the people who are gonna die, it gives them the rhetoric like, yeah, girl, like I just need to do what I want to do and just be careless and heartless to infecting people who, even if, yeah, they can, you know, die from it, like, you can also prevent them from dying. Like, they don't have to die. Like, let's prevent them from dying. Let's focus on that. Like, the people who don't have to die right now and are not in a position, or it's not really, you know, if had this virus not been present, they'd still be alive and thriving. Let's protect those people. Like, that should be the rhetoric that some of these people have. Now, let's move on to Cardi B. Now, Cardi B did a live video, and she's been doing a live video pretty much every day, all day, talking about this and showing how bored she is and, you know, doing little things like running into Jenga blocks and just doing little stuff to show that she's bored and inconvenienced, just like the rest of the world. We're all bored and inconvenienced. She did a live, and she was talking about this situation, and there were some points that she made that I can't agree with, where it looks like, you know, how some celebrities will come and it looks like they have no symptoms, and then you see people who are not celebrities and you see them who they look like they're very sickly, and it kind of makes you question as to what is going on. You know, I get some of the points that she's making, but I feel like in her live video, the way that she expressed what she was trying to say, I feel like she was just a little bit irresponsible, because even though you have questions about certain things, and obviously everybody's bodies reacts to it differently. If you have a better immune system, and if you're even a celebrity, a lot of celebrities, as she should know, a lot of celebrities have, you know, good workout program, good dietitians, good doctors. They have, you know, taking certain vitamins. So you might have a celebrity who is in a little bit of a better health situation, so it might not affect them as much as a person who does not have the best health, does not run, does not actively, you know, always on the go, and, you know, their body isn't normally used to being, you know, exposed to certain, you know, different germs and all of this kind of stuff. And you have her who on her platform, I feel like her rhetoric was a little bit irresponsible as to making it seem like, you know, like, I don't know how to put it in words, because like I said, I feel like she gave some good points, because it does make you wonder, but also you can't just push that in a state that we're in, being that there are people who are really dying from this. Even one of my subscribers commented under my community tab, and this is one of my longtime subscribers, talking about how she's dealing with this. I have an aunt who has not been diagnosed with the coronavirus, but I have an aunt who's not really doing well in her sickness and has been having a really, really tough time, like, you know, with her respiratory and things like that. She just has not taken the test yet for the coronavirus to determine if it is the coronavirus or not. But, you know, she isn't really, you know, handling it that well. And so to see celebrities like Cardi B act like it's kind of like putting it in people's head like, oh, people are just getting paid off to say this or whatever, when there are really people who, you know, they are people who are in areas who don't even have test kits yet to test them yet. So for her to say like that, I feel like even if you make a point, also make a serious point as well, if that makes sense. Like, point out like where you maybe have an eyebrow raise, but also point out how important it is to, even in the midst of your eyebrow raise, also point out how important in hindsight this is to take serious, just in case, even if you feel like it's baloney. But me personally, I don't feel like it's baloney. I see several people who are really sick. I see people who are really affected by this. And I don't know that I would use my platform to try to make it or make light of it. That's not me. Like, I will not talk about it and talk about other gossip or whatever. That's not taking light of it. That's just me not talking about coronavirus all day, corona. But I wouldn't, if I'm addressing the particular subject, I wouldn't make light of it as if it's something not to take serious, if that makes sense. I don't know. But here's a little bit of her live. If you guys get what I'm saying, like I said, she does make some points, but I feel like within it, she should also be serious too, to a degree.
I don't know. So anyways, y'all, I'm freaking out. You want to know something? Because this one time, this a couple of times I'd be like, you know what, we're going to be fine. We're going to be stuck in the house and whatnot. But then I start freaking out because I keep seeing all these military trucks in the streets and whatnot. I keep seeing videos and shit. And my thing is that I'm scared that these motherfuckers do the martial law. Now, and I want to let the government know right now, the niggas right now, we is locked in the crib because it's cold outside. It's cold outside, and we want to know when is this shit gonna finish? Like, it's like every other day, y'all like, yeah, just stay stuck in the house. All right, but for how long? How long? Damn. Shit. How motherfucking long? And then what confused me and my homegirls is that this what confused me, right? Because this what confused me about the shits, right? I be seeing stories about people dying off of it, and I be like so sad. But then I see a celebrity coming out like, hey guys, I got the coronavirus. And I don't have no symptoms, but to stay home. Sounded like a motherfucking flat tummy tea commercial and shit. So it's just like, so what is it? Like, was it given? Was it given? Was it given? I want to know. Shit. That's what's fucking me up right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, like, all right, how long are we gonna do this shit? Because, and let me tell you something. When Lovely T did a YouTube video about this shit, you know, I started doing more research and everything, and I watched a YouTube video. I don't know if it's up now. It's like a little documentary that they did in Wuhan, China, and whatnot. And when they put Wuhan, China in quarantine, right? Because y'all seeing that Wuhan, China right now, the coronavirus cases is going lower. But that's because when they quarantined the people, they were spraying shit in the streets. They were spraying shit in the streets, and they were knocking on each door, taking people's temperature, and everybody that that had the coronavirus, they will like do strict quarantine on them. So my thing is, right, that while we're quarantining at home, what is the government doing? Like, is y'all spraying shit in the streets? Like, is y'all gonna start taking our temperatures? Is y'all gonna like one by one take our temperatures and whatnot and see if we got it or not? And it's like, how am I supposed to know that I have the coronavirus? Like, let's say if I have the coronavirus right now, right? How am I supposed to know I got it? Because sometimes I be like, if y'all have a cough, you have it. But then I be seeing these basketball players say like, yeah, I have the coronavirus, but I don't got no symptoms. And it's like, so how the fuck am I supposed to know when I'm supposed to like get tested for it? Y'all niggas is playing. Y'all niggas is playing with me. Y'all niggas is playing with me. Y'all niggas is playing with me. That's my problem right there. That's my problem right there. Cause y'all not really saying what it is. And it's like, all right, so tell me what it is and what it ain't. I'm starting to feel like y'all niggas is paying niggas to say that they got it. And if y'all are paying niggas to say that they got it, pay me too. Pay me too. Okay? Shit, because I'm trying to get paid. We're trying to get paid, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so as you can see, that is a brief piece of what Cardi B had to say. And just like Pharrell in the beginning of the video, it's like, okay, I hear her and she's been doing different little videos, but it's like, what are you actively doing, boots to the ground, to actually fix this situation or make any of it any better for anybody other than just ranting about it when you have the money and the resources to do something about it? You literally have the resources to buy kits yourself. You literally have resources yourself with your income to hire a team to go and utilize testing. Like, you have resources to pull together your celebrity friends to put your money together, just like Pharrell was asking regular people to donate for, you know, people to have, you know, the mask and everything for the first responders. Cardi B also has the resources to get her celebrity friends together as well to try to get a hold of how to put together something where more people can get tested for the coronavirus other than just talking about it and actually doing something about it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And like I said, she did make some points, but I feel like there should also be more seriousness as to, you know, yes, some celebrities do look like they are not affected by it, but do your research on how many people actually are affected by it. There are a lot of people affected by it. In just New York alone, there is, when I checked yesterday, there was 21,000 confirmed cases in New York, and that's only the people who had tested for it. 21,000 people, and that's just in one state, New York. That's not even considering the whole entire California, or not the whole entire California. I'm having a brain fart. I live in California. The whole entire nation, where I think it was a total of yesterday when I checked, I think it was like 250,000 cases, and I don't want to quote the wrong number, but there's stuff that these celebrities can do also as well, as far as utilizing resources to get certain things done and help move this thing forward instead of just being in the house and running into Jenga blocks. Okay, so before I go on over to Casanova, I just wanted to touch on real quickly the Brooklyn High School principal who died at the age of 36 from the coronavirus. Then you have the hospitals in New York where they're being extremely packed to where there are lines being wrapped around the building of people trying to get in to get tested and things like that and to check out what's going on. And you have even the staff who, in this article, it said that they're running out of supplies and even starting to reuse masks over and over. And then in other areas, you have situations where hospitals are totally packed to the point where people don't even have enough beds to lay in, and people are laying on the floor, all over the floor, to get treated for this virus. I'm the type of person where, yes, I pay attention to the stuff that makes my eyebrow raise. Yes, I wonder what is to come as far as martial law and things like that. But I am a person who I'd rather my people be safe than sorry. I'd rather you take the preventative measures necessary now versus blowing it off like it's no big deal and killing people that does not need to die, and where we could have prevented this. And if had we taken it serious, I'd rather take it serious now to regain my normal life later than me just be careless about it and go about it just because I might have a better immune system. And as I showed you, the lady in Brooklyn who is 36, that's only 3 years older than me. So it's like she's just 3 years older than me and she passed away. There was even a case of a 12-year-old girl who had died. So we really can't just assume that like other people, just because of age, you're limited from not catching it. I mean, do you have a greater chance of, recovering? Yes. But can you still possibly potentially die? Yes. So I'd rather take the approach of, yeah, we can have our moments where we have our eyebrow raised, but let's also emphasize how serious it is to let's be convenienced. Let's take the time to be inconvenienced and bored to prevent this, or to try to eliminate the spread as much as possible so that we can get back to our normal lives quicker. The more that we act like it's not a big deal and just still do whatever we want and just go out willy-nilly and all the things that, people are continuing to do, it's only prolonging this. It's only spreading it more. And I'd just rather be safe than sorry. So now let's go on over to Casanova. Casanova is another celebrity who kind of is like feeling like, he's kind of a little bit more extreme than Cardi. But he is saying F the corona, and he really doesn't care. He's going to do what he wants to do.
We all test positive for corona. I hope y'all knew. I'm trying to we all got the corona. Positive for corona. We don't give a fuck. We outside. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about no Jew. We don't give a fuck. Calm down.
My man, just back up a little bit, all right?
You might think you run some shit, but you don't run nothing. Listen, pick up your shit and go. I'm telling you right now. There's an emergency. You can't be doing this. Sergeant, you want to get home safe. You want to get home. Stop. Yo,
your man's going to that side. Yo, your man.
I'm recording this shit, bro. Yo, Sergeant, you're not built like that. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not built like that.
It's always the tough guys. It's always the tough guys that been through the most shit. You emotional pussy. You fucking shithead.
So the police are pretty much trying to shut down their video shoot because they felt like they didn't want to listen to the stay-at-home order or, social distancing that was put in place. And that was their response. And then this is Casanova's response after the fact.
I mean, look at this shit. It's about $4,000 to cut this grass, right? As long as this grass need cutting, as long as I gotta pay child support, as long as I gotta pay lawyer fees, I'm the fuck outside. I'm not violating corona. Nigga, you violating, you shouldn't be outside. I'm working, I'm busy. Fuck is you talking about? And also, for black-owned businesses, I think it's so deep. I don't know, it just is in my P.O. box. Black-owned businesses, man, I'm supporting you, man, for this whole coronavirus thing, man. Send it to my P.O. box and I'm rocking it. You know the vibe, gang shit.
Then you have Young Miami's friend Santana, who decides to say that he has the coronavirus and he's been spreading it and like it's a joke and like it's a game. And to me, when I was looking at it, it looked like he was making a mockery of it versus really having it. I really don't know. But I just don't take stuff like this to be like, I don't know. Like, here's his video.
I'm tired of getting drunk. I'm tired of going to these motherfucking block parties. I'm tired of being motherfucking infested with this motherfucking corona. I'm sick of this shit. But I'm finna go meet up with my homegirl so we can go to the hood, hang out. But this my last day for real. For real. Cause me and Tyrus already got corona when I was in Miami. Well, fuck it, look like the cat out the motherfucking bed when I was in motherfucking Miami. for Tyrus grand opening or whatever. Some boys had gave me a Tyrus corona or whatever, and you know it is what it is or whatever. The boys had gave us corona, and then I had went to Atlanta and kept on spreading the motherfucking corona, and then now I'm in Tallahassee. Bitch, you still with the motherfucking corona or whatever, and bitch, I'm finna go to another hood. Bitch, if we got corona, bitch, everybody finna have motherfucking corona.
Okay, so as you can see, he's saying he got it and he gonna spread it and just making light of it like it's a joke. Me personally, like I told you guys in my community tab, I'm not about to sit here and make videos about it every single day. I'm not about to dwell on it all day. I am taking the necessary precautions to protect myself. I'm staying inside. I'm social distancing. I'm not going out unless it's absolutely necessary. And that's just how I'm dealing with it. I'm going to focus on other things. However, if the situation is going to be talked about, if the situation is going to be discussed, we should not be taking light of it like it's just some pity patty, you know, just some joke of a thing, like, oh, well, type of thing. Like, like I said, I'd rather my people be safe than sorry. I'm not about to sit here and make a bunch of videos on this, but I want you guys to not take the irresponsible approach with this. Take it very seriously and do what you have to do to protect yourself and protect your family as far as not getting this thing that is affecting the nation and actually around the whole wide world. But yeah, so you guys let me know what you think. What do you guys think about Pharrell, Cardi, Casanova, Santana, and anybody else who has been talking about this situation? What do you guys think about Pharrell asking for the donations and the people's response to that? What do you think about Cardi B's approach to it? And what do you think about just in general celebrities? I don't care about the regular folk. What do you think about how celebrities themselves are handling it? And what do you think overall? That's all on that. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. All right, guys. Peace.